Hi there. Today is October the 6th of 2025, and I once again have Walter Kells with me. He was here in May of 2024 in Winnipeg when we first met in person, and it has been quite a ride for the last, 16, 17 months, Walter. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
It's an honor and a pleasure. It's fun. It's a blast to be here. I arrived yesterday and I'm here for the Teachers Convention at the end of the week. Looking for a week of growth in different ways, learn new techniques, and meet a whole different family.
Yeah.
It's been an incredible 2 years almost since we first spoke. Incredible growth for me in different ways. I kind of live in a different planet. I walk in a different zone. I developed in a whole different spiritual way that I never had before. I understand compassion, empathy, sympathy, which didn't exist in my vocabulary before. My life was a life of destruction, and this has completely changed me. The work I did with my dad started to change, and when I came here last year and met with you, it gave me the inspiration to take the teacher's course.
So let's actually back up a little bit. Let's talk about, so it was almost 2 years ago that we first met, when I saw your before and after photos in my community group, and I was truly blown away. So I reached out to you. We ended up on a podcast together, and then your video went viral along with another one, which kind of changed the trajectory of my company, causing me to build a factory here in Winnipeg and all change a whole bunch of things. So I mean, that was wild. But then when you actually came in May and we had our first meet and you were here for a week and we worked on you and we had some video and took some cool befores and afters then and got to know each other better. And then from there, holy smokes, I can't even believe what you've done with block therapy in Ireland. It's incredible.
The work actually started with my dad. He went from being comatose almost to walking around on his own. He was laughing and joking when he died at 103. The work I did between his feet was transformational. And even on my own, it's the same thing. It's one of the most powerful things we've done. It's just dynamic. And the work we did here, and when we left, you offered me, or you asked me what I'd like to do, and when I got home I decided I'd like to teach. I was still under stress with my dad and I couldn't study, but when he passed away I took 2 months and I said I want to be done for Christmas of 24. So October, November, December 2017 I took my exam, passed. Then I went into a funk of having a structured life of 24/7, looking after somebody, to sitting going, what do I do next and how do I breathe? So it took me about a month to find my feet and start knocking on doors. I did quite a few demos, but the people that I work with now are in their studio. Within 5 minutes said, we want you to come in. So they put classes on and I show up there. And I've got like probably a 75-80% retention rate. And then I started, word of mouth got out, and I have clients that I see one-to-one, and I also work on Zoom. I'm back again. I've just been away for 6 weeks, and when I go back now, it's time to hammer along and just spread the word. I've got connections in 3 or 4 parts of the country now. So I want to go around and do workshops, just take the car, load up the blocks and go for a drive for a week.
So you basically started this journey when you were 73. You're 75 now. We actually share the same birthday, which is also very cool. 19 years apart, the same day. But I don't think I've ever felt so inspired by someone sharing how much this has changed the trajectory of your life. And to hear that for somebody at your time in life, like you've birthed this whole new journey for you going forward. So it's like you're just at the beginning stages of something crazy and huge that you're creating for your people. And I can't even tell you how inspired I am that you're here sharing this with everybody.
It's just been an incredible ride. There's been no effort. To me, it's not work, it's fun. because I get the block for hours every day. I can't teach if I don't block because I teach from my own body.
Yeah.
And I can't walk around and experience the same passion or the same feelings to pass it across. So I'll block a serious amount of time, but to me it's just fun. And the response I'm getting from people and the changes I've got from some people is just incredible. People who are on antidepressants are not anymore. People that had pains in certain part of the body disappeared. Healing crises abound to the extremes of laughter to unconsciousness and fits. All happened in my first week.
I love this because last May when you were here, we filmed a series for our membership, and you were sitting on the floor cross-legged and your knees were up quite high. And before we started this interview, we were sitting on my couch over there having a coffee and sitting there cross-legged, knees down to the couch. I'm like, holy smokes, like the changes in you. Of course, the changes in you were what drew me to contact you initially, but the changes in you since last May. I mean, you've been part of a couple of our challenges, and like you're always in the top winners of them because you put so much time and attention. But like honestly, like I'm just so blown away by your transformation, and you continue to transform, especially in not just your face, but your face, because you've been doing this tongue decompression work now for quite a while. And I can certainly see changes in my own self, but your left eye, this is what I really look at, because before your left eye was a little more crunched down, and like the symmetry you've brought into your face is unbelievable. The changes overall, and to think that 2 years ago from that very first picture, you would have aged 2 more years to where you are now is honestly just quite mind-blowing.
I went into overdrive in reverse.
You did.
The changes are sometimes daily. There's little things hit, and then all of a sudden the little things get big, and there's a big change. For when you first told me about the tongue decompression, I started straight away. So I started April, May, and it's every day. And every single day I can feel a difference inside the mouth. There's still one little ridge in here down this left side I was chasing this morning. But I attack it also from underneath in both ways. This here area is soft, it's more open, it's got better flow. We were talking earlier about, from my perspective, a block. And the whole point for me is to give the organs room to work. And when the organs are working, you get a good supply of oxygen, you get a good supply of fuel, and the body heals itself. You don't have a whole lot to do except breathe. And the body just pulls itself into a life. You have a memory and a structure that you'll go back to if you can give the lubrication in there. It's just like oil in the engine of the car. If you don't top it up, it freezes and becomes a solid mass. If we breathe properly, you just keep fueling the system and your body regulates itself. It's a great healing mechanism, or self-healing. My eyes have changed. My hearing has changed. We were doing the vagus nerve class, and normally when I'd lie on my right ear, I couldn't hear a thing you were saying. The last time I did the vagus, I could hear your voice. Wow. So they stone deaf in this left ear without hearing it. But now I can lie on my right ear and I can still hear the voice. It's not distinct, but I can hear. So that's a change. And a lot of that came out of the mouth work.
Wow. And what do you think of the paddle?
Love the paddle. Love it. It gets deep. The getting in underneath the rib cage, I can get it real deep. That's all my hands and my whole fingers nearly disappear now. In and around the sit bones, around the pubic area, brilliant. I've been using the baby on the high side in and around the lower belly, and this is even better.
Cool.
Yeah, it just gets in. Again, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's all back down to the breath, and if your breath allows you to do it, then you're okay.
So what are your biggest hopes and dreams for your future with this?
I'd want to tackle the country first. I'm the only one there. There are 4 or 5 people that I've worked with that want to do the teacher training, and I don't care. They can come in and fine, the more the merrier. But spread the word, and then an online presence to grow over time. I'd eventually like to go back and live in the sun and just work online. My passion has always been to live in a warm climate, and I've lived in warm climates for probably 40 years. It's where I'm most at peace, and that's what I'd like to do. And also work closely with you and Block to spread the word in the world side. I was 75, I started a business. I didn't have a clue what I would do. And this came out of nowhere. How we ever met in the first place, and the stars were aligned, but I live 7,000 miles away. I met you through Block in the Bahamas, so it's a 5,000 miles here, 5 up here, another 7. How does this work in the real universe?
Magnetics.
Yeah.
It's all about magnetics.
It's just a blast. I'm having so much fun. It ain't going to stop. It's just the beginning of something really good. I think this is a dynamic practice. The people I've worked with, from mental care nurses to laborers in the field, all get huge responses. So regardless of their demographic or where they're coming from, it fits people's niche in some shape or form, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual. It hits all the cards.
Well, I can't even share with you how incredibly grateful and appreciative I am of your presence here in the whole block therapy world. And I know that you're going to reach so many more people as a result of your passion, your inspiration, and I just can't thank you enough. And I look forward to continuing this journey with you and seeing where things are next year and years to come, and just keep on following up as you continue to get younger.
Keep blocking and breathing. Breathe and believe. Yeah.